This slot canyon here is called Bull Valley Gorge. If you Google it, you can find some more information on it. Quite a cool slot canyon. And several years ago, it was kind of a land bridge they had over here washed out, so they put in this new heavy-duty bridge. Quite a feat, I'm sure, but this is a well-used road, and that needed to happen for the traffic that goes through here. But I'll get back up on top. I was kind of hoping you could see from here. Oh, about sprung my ankle. I'll get back up on top where you can check out the slot canyon a little bit more. Someday I'll come and hike it. I think it'd be really cool to get down in the bottom and hike through there. I've never done it. Someday. But you get up on top here and see this slot canyon cut through here. Really cool. Quite a deep, narrow slot canyon. Really pretty. You can see the remains there of the land bridge that kind of washed out. But probably the thing that's the most well known for is the truck down in the bottom. Many years ago, I think it was back in the 60s, there's a couple of friends driving through here, and the story that I understand is the truck stalled out, rolled back down into the canyon. Unfortunately, they were both deceased, but they couldn't extract the truck, so the truck remains. So that's probably one of the things that this canyon is well known for, is that truck that's down in it. But look at that, isn't that beautiful? Just love it. What a pretty canyon, that's for sure. What a pretty area. Is that an invitation to come say hi? What is it? Yeah. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Connor, come here. Stay there. It's Sunday morning. It's probably 7:30. 7:21. It got cold last night, and I stayed fairly warm. I had my sleeping bag and a blanket on top, and the blanket kept falling off. And so every time that happened, I'd have to rearrange, and so that kind of kept me awake doing that. My kind of neck and shoulders was getting chilly too, but mostly my toes. My toes down in the bottom of the sleeping bag were getting cold. I should have left a pair of socks on or something like that. But evidence of how cold it got, let me show you this. So that shows a high and low, and you can see the low was 29. Yeah, low of 29 there. That's inside the ambulance, down to 29 degrees. So yeah, it got a little chilly last night. I didn't sleep as good as I could have. Like, it was one of those nights where it wasn't a terrible sleep, but it wasn't a great sleep either. But Toner woke me up probably 5:30 this morning. She came over and started sniffing and kind of woke me up, so I told her to go lay down, but she was pretty restless, so I figured she might need to go out. So I kicked on. I've got a little buddy heater. I kicked that on just to kind of warm up the cabin in here, and eventually got out of bed, got some clothes on, and went out. I set up a couple of GoPros to do a couple of time lapses. We're in a really pretty spot. We're gonna go check out a couple of cool things today. So hopefully you'll get a chance to kind of take a peek at those. So anyways, I thought about climbing back in bed, but at this point it's pretty warm in here with that heater going. So I think I'm gonna maybe figure out something to eat for breakfast and kind of start working in that direction. It's hard to see out. The windows are all fogged up. Went through a couple options, but I finally decided on just gonna go with some yogurt this morning. Keep that fairly simple and easy. And the nice part is I can sit in here where it's kind of warm and eat it. So I will take that all day long. Oh, my toes are still kind of chilly. I was just putting my contacts in, and I couldn't find one in one side of the case. So I thought, well, maybe I dropped it. So I'm looking around. I found it on the floor, and I'm pretty sure it fell there last night. It is crispy. So I may have ruined that contact. The funny part about this is yesterday morning when I was putting my contacts in, I dropped one on the ground also. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time handling them here. Maybe it's because I'm not stooped over a sink or something, but it's not great. Anyways, I put it back in here to see if maybe it'll rehydrate, maybe be good. Worst case scenario, I do have my glasses. The issue with my glasses is I'm missing one of the nose pads on it. So after a while it starts to feel pretty uncomfortable wearing those too. So well, we'll see what happens here. Yeah, I think that's it. It's just not coming back to life, and even if it did, it looks like there's only half of it there somehow. I don't know. Maybe I should have started the trip with new contacts, but either way, I'm gonna pull that one out, call it garbage. I guess I'm rocking glasses for the rest of the trip, which isn't ideal, but at least I can see. I apologize for the amount of noise, but it's because I'm next to a beautiful river running through here. You can see the ice right there. That shows you how cold it got last night. We considered camping down here. There's a pretty nice spot up here that could have worked okay, just kind of up next to those rocks over there. But the road down here is fairly gnarly. We think we could have gotten the ambulance down here, but it would have taken some effort, and we ended up camping. We're literally just right up over there. So good enough. We went for a hike down here. It's supposed to be a waterfall is what we think we understand, so we're kind of exploring around to see that, but I just thought I'd show you kind of how cool this is through here. Really neat valley. Well, we wandered down further, and so we're assuming this is it. Well, not this. I'll show you the real one, but isn't this pretty up in here? I mean, like, you could set that up as a screensaver, huh? I mean, that's just beautiful, this picture. Right up through here, the blue sky. Just incredible. In fact, I think I'm gonna take a picture of that. Send it to my wife so that she can see what she missed out on, because this is just incredible up in here. But I'll kind of walk you along here, and I'll show you what we think must be the waterfall that was marked on the map. This guy here, Nate says there's a better view over there, so I'm probably going to cross over and go check that out, and I'll show you there. But love how this just cuts through the rock. I love the sound of it. It's just beautiful. No. Because then if I fall, then, you know, there'll be evidence. Come on, you look graceful. Oh, I'm sure I did. That's a good girl. I think I went too far. Right here. There you go. Can't beat it, huh? So Nate's been eyeing this wall here. He thinks that it'd just be an absolute blast to climb, hit these cracks. And I'll take his word for it. I'm definitely not a rock climber. I can get around okay and scramble, but not to the level that these guys do. But it's really cool. He was saying it reminded him of Joshua Tree National Park, and I've got to agree with him, especially this stuff back here. It's just kind of a unique, yeah, unique rock setup. Makes it look easy, but I'm not going to try it. I don't have the upper body strength that I used to. Yeah, this stuff here, this cut, these big rocks up on top, a lot of this just reminds me of Joshua Tree. We actually, I was telling Nate, we called it Jumbo Rocks growing up. We'd go there and visit and called it Jumbo Rocks because of all the big rocks that you could climb over and around and through and all that stuff. Lots of good memories there. Yeah, this is that wall I was telling you about. Really cool up through here. Just the way the rock has formed, and we found this gutter here. That's waterfall. We roaded that out all the way up through there. It's just such a unique wall. I was telling Nate, you know, this is a place that I could camp with him or my family and just spend all day just climbing this, exploring it, playing on it like we would out at Jumbo Rocks at Yucca Valley. Really, just really neat. I'm loving it. Really cool spot. This gutter here, all the way up. Does it come out of the rock or does it flow? Oh, gotcha. Oh, I think I could see the cut up above you there. Up to the top next to that tree, probably. Down through here where the water is flowing. At that tree. Another one over there, you can kind of see the gray coming down. Another cut there. I think it'd just be really cool to be here in a rainstorm. Watch the water channel and come down all these. But this, yeah, this is really cool. And it's super grippy too. Like the texture of this sandstone here is just like, it's like sandpaper. You know, you can walk nearly vertical, like up that. You could almost walk vertical up all that and just have your feet flat and your shoes will grip and you'll go. But really cool. I know Nate was also eyeing that cliff face over there for a good rappel or climb. I don't know which one, but again, a little out of my league, but looks cool. Back, we loaded up. I think we're headed out of here on to the next trip. Jillian got up this morning and felt ambitious, way more ambitious than I've ever felt. And she left early and started running down the road. So we're going to pick her up at some point. And then I think we're headed into Capitol Reef. Go check some stuff out there. Should be a great day. Out on a good action shot. Yeah, of course. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and lock in the hubs too.
Okay. So you want that tire, that passenger tire to run like
just kind of on this inside edge.
If you get too crooked, it makes it worse. I think it run straight in. Okay. That'll keep that.
So this was the gatekeeper to this trail. And I know on camera it looks like a really mild obstacle. And honestly, it really was. The reason why I was being so calculated with it is because this is the first time I really had the ambulance off-road. I've been through some sand and a few things like that, but nothing that really challenged it. Nothing that I had to climb rocks, articulate the suspension. So I was really unsure of how it would handle under these circumstances.
Are you 4? Seem like.
Well, what I discovered moving forward was it does actually quite well. I mean, it's honestly just an old Dodge pickup truck. I mean, it's got the ambulance body on it, but as far as axles, suspension, transmission, transfer case, a lot of that stuff, it's just an old pickup truck. And it did pretty well pulling through a lot of this stuff. I started into this trail feeling pretty nervous. I mean, this thing is really tall. It's kind of skinny. The tires aren't great. I just was really unsure what I was going to do. And like this section here, again, the camera doesn't show it, but it's really off camber. You're leaning hard to the side. Boy, this feels really tall.
I believe you.
Evidence of that is my GoPro tipping over on the dash because we're on such an angle. And you'll see that happens a few more times as we progress down the trail. But what happened was my confidence became stronger and stronger as we went along. It did good. What I really regret is not getting some better footage. I didn't think about it. I didn't think about getting the camera out, setting it up, for some of the obstacles that came down the road. I was just excited to be there. I was loving the experience and just enjoying the ride. But I know through a lot of these washouts, I was lifting wheels. I'm sure it looked pretty darn cool with this ambulance meandering down this trail. There it goes again. So I apologize for the lack of footage on this trail. It was a really fun drive. I really enjoyed it, and it was really cool to take the ambulance down it. I ultimately even gave up filming from the dash. It was just so hard maneuvering that big vehicle through those obstacles and avoiding body damage or getting into trouble with something that I just couldn't keep track of driving and recording when the GoPro kept falling over. So I apologize there wasn't more footage on this trail. Just know that the ambulance did it in style. It was a fun track, and I definitely want to do it again. Have to forgive me, I ran back to grab my jacket and GoPro. We made it through that road. It's a lot more technical than I expected, and I wish I would have sorry, piece of pottery. I wish I would have filmed more of it so you could see, so that I could prove what the ambulance just did. Pretty amazing. I'm impressed with it. I was on high alert the whole time. Just like, my diffs are so close to the ground, my tires are small, my tires are low pressure, they're not off-road tires, the wheelbase, the height, just everything. Took a lot of concentration, but I made it through. No body damage, no broken parts as far as I can tell. Success. So we're on a hike right now. So already found some old survey marks, like painted, or numbers painted on the rock. I'll throw some pictures up. I didn't record it. Some names carved into the rock up high. Really cool stuff. And now we're gonna go see if we could find a petroglyph panel or maybe a pictograph panel. I don't know which one. Down this trail a little bit further, but the scenery out here is just beautiful. I've never been to Capitol Reef, and at least as far as I know, my mom can correct me on that, but just beautiful up in here. Yeah, just gorgeous. I had to come see what was up in here. I think it's just kind of a box canyon as far as I can tell. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's the box canyon. I am sure there is quite a waterfall coming down this when you get some heavy rains. Look at all that texture on the rock though. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Oh, there's a picture for you. Take a screenshot of that. Man, that's pretty. So I'm super bummed. It looked like I had a GoPro issue and the next segment didn't record. I looked at the clip and it's like 30 seconds long, kind of a deal. But I walked along this whole panel and kind of filmed the whole thing. It was really, really cool. There's a lot of unique images on it, stuff I've just never seen before. Well, we found the glyphs and stuff. Hopefully you got a good look at that. Hiked our way back. A little bit chilly still. Got a little bit of a breeze blowing. But we decided this would be just a fine and dandy spot to go ahead and have some lunch. So I'm gonna make myself a quick sandwich, some fruits and veggies, and then we'll be on the road again. Get that out, that out. I think I want that one. There we are. I think I might need to get some ice at our fuel stop. Everything's still cold, but I don't know if it's going to stay cold enough. So I guess tonight it should be. just me, so don't worry about it. Mustard. We've got some black peppered roast beef. That's what we're doing on there. That smells delightful. That hoagie bun is just the right size. Perfect. Just like that. Mm-hmm.